So, honorable judges, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, good morning. So, welcome to my class. So, how is your today? Good? Tired or excited? Tired. Okay, I will try all my best not to bore you. Okay. So, before the beginning of this unit, I will ask you several not bad questions because I said I will not bore you. Okay, now first question. So, have you ever imagined or dreamed to have a special friend like this one? So, do you know who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Yeah, Doraemon, right? Okay, good. Now, next question. So, have you ever imagined to resort to Doraemon for help? Have you? So, have you? So, did you dream to take some instruments from the pocket of Doraemon when you were kids? Yes, right? So, I think most of you are familiar with Doraemon. Now, an interesting game for you. I said I will not to bore you. Now, here, so we are going to give 3 tags for Doraemon. I mean, 3 keywords. So first, now here, what is the relation between Doraemon and this boy? What's the relation? Yeah, good. Friend. And we all know that Doraemon is made by scientists in the future, right? So, what is Doraemon actually? How about this young lady? Yeah, it's a robot. Very good. Another question, the last one. So, what is the robot related to? What is the robot related to? How about this gentleman?
Kind of machine.
Okay, kind of machine. So, it is related to clever machine. And I know that you are not familiar with this phrase. So, in this unit, our topic is clever machine. After this class, I think you must be familiar with clever machine. Now, it is our contents. So today we will have 5 steps to go with the first 3 steps as our focus. First, we will have discussion. Second, our listening task. Third, our speaking task. Then I will summarize this class and give you your assignments. And after this class, I hope you can review an important listening skill, prediction. Then you can obtain an important listening skill and an important public speaking skill. Last but not least, I hope you can practice your critical thinking. Okay, now, here we go. First, our discussion. Before our discussion, I hope you can review a very important listening skill, prediction. And we've learned that prediction means brainstorming. So please look at exercise 1. We are going to have 2 rounds of brainstorming. After that, you are required to complete the exercise 1. Now, here we go, our first round. Now, here, so please look at those 2 pictures and figure out the similarities between the robot and the human. Okay, use this pattern. Both of them have, for example, both of them have eyes. Anything else? This young lady? Both of them have?
Both of them have arms and hands.
Arms and hands. Very good. Arms, hands. And how about this young lady? Legs.
Legs.
Okay, good. Legs. Okay, now let's have a summary. So both of them have here hands and fingers, right? Eyes, necks, bodies, arms. Good. Now please keep those words in mind. Those words are predicted by us, right? Now our second round. So please imagine what can the robot do to help us? So, this gentleman.
They can help the human beings to do the chores at home and to take care of the disabled and the elderly.
Okay, good. Okay, your idea has inspired me. And how about this young lady?
It may help us to do the housework when we have difficulties.
House? What do you
But
mean?
so sorry, homework.
Homework. Oh my God. And how about this gentleman?
Well, they may help us to do something that we don't want to do anymore.
Okay, good. So let's also have a summary here. And in this part, I'd like to highlight this one, do the delivery. And we know that the single day is coming, November 11th, right? So if the robot can do the delivery, and I think we can get our parcel quickly, right? Okay, now please look at exercise 1. So after our 2 rounds of brainstorming, please complete it on the basis of your prediction and your listening comprehension. Here you go.
Can robots learn to be more human? When most people look at this robot, they do see familiar features, features that seem almost human. 2 sets of cameras that look like eyes, 2 arms. In the future, robots may be able to help us in some important ways, like assisting the disabled or helping the elderly.
Okay, now let's have a check. So, the first one, almost human, good. 2 sets of cameras, look like eyes, 2 arms. Okay, now here assisting the disabled. Okay, the disabled, helping the elderly. Okay, you have done a good job. And we find that for this word, we didn't predict it. So we need to extend the span of prediction. Okay, good. Now, our second step, listening task. So just now we reviewed an important listening skill of prediction. And in this part, I will give you a new listening skill. Before that, we will have a game. I mentioned before, I will not bore you, okay? Voting. So which side can leave you a greater impression? Right, left or side? Okay, left or right? Now here, the sentence. So this young lady, could you please read the sentence aloud?
In the autumn, oak and maple and
Birch.
birch set up a blaze of color that flamed and flickered across the backdrop of pine.
Okay, thank you. I love your pronunciation, actually. And please look at this picture. This picture is drawn on the basis of the words. So, this young lady, which side can leave you a greater impression? The picture or the words?
Right side.
The right side picture, right? So now everybody, if you think the right side can leave you a greater impression, please hands up. If you think so, please hands up. Okay, thank you. The majority of you find the right side the picture can give you a greater impression. So, what's this? This is visualization, an important listening skill. And I will use one sentence to explain it. Visualization means making a film or drawing pictures in your mind. So how does it work? I will give you further explanation. Now, speaker, the young lady, listener, the rest of you, the ears of the listener and the brain of the listener. So when a speaker is speaking of the sentence, the voice is transmitted into your ear. Then your brain can draw a picture on the basis of the voice and the words. If your brain can successfully draw this picture, it means you have successfully realized visualization. And it also means the listening comprehension is achieved. So the whole process is visualization. It means making a film or drawing pictures in your mind. Is this clear? Okay, good. Now, let's have a practice to enhance this ability. Okay, so please listen to this radio. And after that, I will invite some students to retell it, okay, in your own words. And I will give you some hints. Visualization, and also you can take down some notes for reference. Now, here we go.
Chad Jenkins and other researchers are also developing robots that allow a person to be in two different places at the same time. Here, Jenkins demonstrates how a robot like this works. He is at a conference center in one city. The robot is in his office in another city. Using a computer, Jenkins controls the robot in his office. Then, he can look and walk around his office as if he were really there.
Okay. Now, this young lady, so could you please retell the story?
The example is that a scientist he is in a conference center in one city, and the robot is in his office in another city, and he just control his robot in his office to walk around to see what is going on around that.
Okay, good. I think acceptable. So how about this gentleman?
Well, it allows person to be in two different places, while the scientist is in a conference center while his robot's in his own office. And the scientist can walk and look around his office by controlling his robot through his computer.
Okay, excellent. I think your retelling is so good. So in this part, I will give you my retelling. So it allows one person to be in two different places at the same time. And the scientist is in the conference center in one city. His robot is in his office in another city. And he can use his computer to check everything happening in his office as if he could look and walk here. Okay, now let's have a check. Now let's watch a real film to catch more details. Okay, now watch this real film.
Other researchers are also developing robots that allow a person to be in two different places at the same time. Here, Jenkins demonstrates how a robot like this works. He is at a conference center in one city. The robot is in his office in another city. Using a computer, Jenkins controls the robot in his office. Then, he can look and walk around his office as if he were really there.
So, is this much clearer? Yes or no? Yes, right? Okay. Now, our step 3, speaking part. So, before we speak out, we have to know how those native speakers speak, right? So just now we practiced our ears. So in this part, we are going to practice our mouth. Please start exercise 3. So first, watch this video and complete the exercise 3. Okay, match the content into those two charts. And when you are listening and watching, please pay much more attention to the structure. First, chart 1.
What we're really trying to do is get robots out of the lab and into use with people and figure out, how are robots going to be able to help people do more, accomplish more things, and also improve the quality of life of everybody across society.
Now, chart 2.
There are many different ways you can teach a robot to do something. First, you can have the robot watch you while you show it what you want it to do. Second, a much easier way is just to take the robot's arm and guide it. Make it do the things you want. A third approach is to move the robot with a remote control, like you're playing a video game.
Okay, now let's have a check. So for chart 1, number 1, which letter? E. Okay, number 2? D. Okay, dog. Number 3? A. Right. Now, chart 2, number 1? Boy. B. Okay, number 2? C. Okay, and last one? F. Okay, excellent. Now, one question for you. So, please find the feature of the speech structure. And I will give you 20 seconds to discuss with your partners. So, 3 of you from one group. Now, group 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 20 seconds for you. So have you found some features? There are some sequence, object sequence now here. Yeah, translation words. some features. I mean, that's in the structure, you mean the logic here. Okay, now time's up. So this young lady, so what do you find?
I found that the structure of the speech has a transition words.
Okay, transitional words. Anything else? That's
Maybe
all?
I can pass.
Okay, and how about this young lady?
I also only hear the transitional word.
Okay, transition words. So I will give you the further explanation here now. So for chart 1, one idea followed by 3 aspects, and also it has used some transitional words. And chart 2, one idea followed by 3 supporting facts. Also, it has used some transitional words. So what's this? It is a logical structure, and I will use one sentence to explain it. This sentence is quoted from the Chris Anderson, the TED curator. So limit your talk just to one idea, build your idea piece by piece out of concepts that your audience already understands. Now here, I will explain it further. First, pick one idea, use some examples, and build your idea piece by piece. So it is clear? This is an important public speaking skill, logical structure. Now, let's have a practice to use this skill, our critical thinking part. So nowadays, we know that people have had a different attitude toward robot. Some say yes to it, and some say no to it. Now, our speaker, Chad Jenkins, he says yes to it. Another big dog, do you know Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla? He believes that robots may kill human beings. Robots are threatening. So what is your idea? And you are required to pick up one idea and one example to make 20-second mini speech. And I will give you some hints. If you say yes, I will give you those examples to use. If you say no, I will give you those examples to use. But I'm delighted to hear from your own ideas, your own examples. Now, I will give you 30 seconds to make a good preparation. Now, here you go. Decide. You say yes or no? Yes, okay, good. Decide. Say yes or no? No, okay. Now, time's up. So this young lady, it's 20 seconds for you.
I want to say no to robots. First of all, robots can replace many people in many jobs, and the unemployment rate will be high in the future. Secondly, robots help people to do many daily routines, and it will decrease the chances to experience really life through many small but very interesting things.
Okay, good. So you think the robot may cause unemployment, right? Okay, thank you. And this gentleman?
Well, I believe the robots will just do people good because robots can just go into those dangerous areas instead of to replace the people, like some in battlegrounds or some mountains or glaciers.
Okay.
Where environments are not fit for people to go.
Okay, thank you. So your ideas have inspired me also. So I'm going to make a summary of this class. Now, in this class, we have taken 3 steps. Step 1, we reviewed the important lesson skill of prediction. And in step 2, we have acquired the listening skill of visualization, and we have done some relevant exercises to enhance this skill. And in step 3, we have obtained an important public speaking skill of logical structure. Last but not least, we have practiced our brain, right? So in this class, we have practiced our ears, our mouth, and our brain. Now, this is your assignment. So for listening part, I hope you can listen to this video again to practice your visualization. for speaking part, I hope you can make a 3-minute speech on the topic of the Have Your Say part. Next week, we will have a contest. And I recommend this video to you. So this TED Talk has held a totally different attitude toward robot. Maybe I think you can be inspired here. Last but not least, thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I have 2 questions.
Okay.
First question is based on the video. The video shows a moving, at the beginning, the video shows a moving robot. When the moving robot was shown at the same time, the narrator says, when most people look at this robot, they do see familiar features. Okay, so my question is, what kind of features are familiar features? And why is it important to build these familiar features in robots?
Okay, thank you for the question. And I think the familiar features means the similarity between human and robot. Because nowadays, the AlphaGo beats the human being. So this news has been a social focus of today's world. And we are focused on the thing that maybe one day the robot may kill the human being. And we want to find some similarities between the human and the robot. And we hope we can use the robot in a positive way. So I think the similarity thing of the robot means the similarity between the robot and the human. I mean, the features of human, like the appearance and also the nature. And also, I think
why do they have to have 2 hands? Why not 3 hands, 4 hands, 5
I think
hands?
it's for morality, for moral part. Because I think the robot thing is it's an innovative thing. It is created by human beings. So it must be on the these things is created by human beings. So I think these things should have taken the similarities of the human beings. It is morality. Because I think there are so many problems relevant toward the robot, such as some moral thing. Maybe the robot can do some immoral things to human being, but we for some humanity thinking and for some moral philosophy, I think it should be or it must be made in accordance with the human being, like the God made us on the basis of His appearance. Thank you.
Okay, that's an issue we can discuss after.
Yes.
My second question concerns your teaching design.
Okay.
One of the key points that you wanted to stress, you wanted to build in the students is the ability of visualization, all right? And in one step, you asked students to read one sentence describing the autumn foliage, the blazing image of the autumn, fall finish. And then on the right side, you showed a picture.
Yes.
And you had the students agree with you that it was the picture that was more effective.
That's the fact, actually.
Okay. Well, is that a fact? That's something that we can discuss after. And again, so my question is, do you really want to train students' ability to visualize by reading or by seeing the picture?
I want to train them by listening, because I think...
by listening to words, because now you showed them the picture, and you proved, and you had the students agree with you that it was the picture that was more effective.
Yes.
But at the same time, you wanted to train students' ability to visualize by listening to words. So what was your purpose in designing that exercise?
Okay, thank you for the question, and I got the idea. So first, I used this example for them to give them a shock that the picture can be kept in our short memory and in our brain easily. So if you want to make sense your listening comprehension, you have to keep the sense of the source language into your short-term memory. So if you want to do it, you have to practice. You have to practice to draw pictures or make films on the basis of the voice to present the picture in your mind, because you believe that you can easily understand the picture and you can easily read the picture. So how can you take an easy way to comprehend the phonological chain? So you have to present the picture in your mind. I just want to use this example to shock my students, to give them impression that the picture can be kept and can be comprehended easily. So you need to practice this ability to draw pictures in your mind.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.